This is 60 FPS. Nice and smooth, nice and 60 FPS. And this is 15 FPS. Nice and 15 60 FPS, 15 FPS. Yeah, that's 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 the life that I get to live. Hey everyone, Animal Man here. How is it going? Welcome to Zoo Tycoon 2. It's kind of interesting. It really is. The story behind this video. I guess this is going to be more of a rant video, with me touring a zoo that I made in like 5 hours, after getting the game. I recently did download the game again, after many years, many moons of not being able to play the game. But now I can play the freaking game. And it got me really excited. Zoo Tycoon 2 is a game that means a lot to me, and I have a lot to say about it. And I was kind of thinking about doing something similar to this, where I like tour and rant and crap and things, and maybe even make a zoo live. I don't even know about that one, to be honest. But basically, this first zoo that I wanted to make was a freaking aquarium. I had to make an aquarium. I don't know why. I just really freaking felt the need to make an aquarium. That was one of my zoos that I ever that's me learning how to jump, by the way, for the first time in a few years. Like, I didn't know how to stop it. I figured out it's the scroll wheel, but I just completely forgot what I was saying. I'm so excited to be playing this game again. It's a 2004 game, and there's, a ton more bugs in the game than I remember. But it's so nostalgic and so much fun expressing my creativity in this game that, like, it's so excusable. I don't even care, for the most part. And this exhibit right here is one of my favorites. Oh yes, yeah, I felt the need to make an aquarium. An aquarium was a zoo idea that I just really wanted to do, and I tried a number of times way back in the past, but I just never was really happy with how they turned out. Yeah, and the reef exhibit is really nice because there's only 2 animals in the game that can live in a reef biome, or that are like for the reef, and they can both. That's the black tip reef shark and the manta ray. Those are the only 2 animals that belong in the reef habitat, which is kind of weird, but they're both compatible, so I can put them in the same exhibit, and that's kind of cool. Anyways, yeah, Zoo Tycoon 2 is a thing. There's like, now that I've I've had experience with much better games. I can see a ton of flaws in this game that I could never see when I was younger. There's a ton of inconsistencies. I think I may actually see some of them as we go on. This is, what are you doing, dude? He's a trainer, and he's supposed to be training Mons for a show, but did I just say Mons? This isn't Pokemon. I'm sorry. Hey, there's some West Indian manatees shenanigans going on. That's kind of cool, I guess. Yeah, Zoo Tycoon 2 was like the original. The very first video that I watched on YouTube was a Zoo Tycoon 2 video. Let's just say that. And so technically speaking, there wasn't like an original like YouTuber. There was just a bunch of YouTube videos, and then like this is before Super Skarmory for me. Before I started watching Super Skarmory, he was probably my original inspiration. But there was just a bunch of I just loved looking up YouTube videos of Zoo Tycoon 2, and here I am, like literally 11 years later since I saw that first, my original plan, the original plan. Okay, I have said before that I originally wanted to be a walkthrough YouTuber, and that's true. But the original plan was make Zoo Tycoon 2 videos with Fraps, which I believe Fraps was actually free way back in the day. I'm actually 99% sure 11 years ago Fraps was completely free. Now it's not, and Bandicam is much better. But anyway, I do remember watching a tutorial on someone just downloading Fraps. And it was like, apparently it was free back then. I don't know. There's a sea otter doing absolutely nothing in the water, and there's another sea otter doing absolutely nothing. And there's a cut because I had to deal with something. Freaking guest. That's one of the things is like there's guests that just teleport into the exhibits, and of course that causes all kinds of havoc because if one guest starts running, all of them start running, and then they get angry at the zoo, and they can never not be angry after they've been chased around by the animals. And it's kind of annoying because either somehow there will be a glitch where, like, if you make a perfectly square exhibit with no hills, it's just a completely flat exhibit, you'll have no issues. There'll be no bugs. They won't be glitching out of their exhibit. But those types of exhibits are so boring. I like having hills and you know, like not squares. It just looks so stupid. Look at this little turtle. Look at that little guy. Is that a bait? I actually can't tell. I think these sea turtles are naturally kind of smaller. This game is also one of the original reasons that that I became Animal Man, basically. This was one of the original... Look at that dude stretching up. Okay. Actually, while I'm here, I need to talk about this. This was one of my other complaints that I never really thought about much in before. The biome that you're looking at, that's a hammerhead shark, and the hammerhead shark's biome is called Plegic or something like that. I forget actually what it's called. But basically, in that biome, there's no rocks, there's no plants, there's no nothing. And so you can't really... The only way you can make it interesting is by making like little hills and stuff, and you saw it was like completely flat in there, and that's because you can't adjust like hills in a completely closed off tank, which I understand why they made it that way, but at the same time I try to avoid doing fully closed off tanks, like having part of it just be on a hill and be closed off by freaking a fence or something. But anyways, what was I talking about again? I completely forgot about it. Let's look at this glitchy herd of walruses. Well, I don't actually know if they're glitching there, but I know that they glitch eventually. I love... Yeah, okay. So, Animal Man. This is me trying to figure out why I'm jumping, because I can't... I forgot that you could jump in this game. I forgot that you could duck in this game. There's not really much of a purpose to doing it, but yeah, I just learned it there. I'm like relearning this game that I probably spent a solid 2,000 hours on as a kid. That's probably not an exaggeration. I mean, it was basically the only game that I played, and I got to play it at least 1 hour a day, and probably on special occasions do some other things. Yeah, that's not right, Mr. Walrus, but whatever. I'll let you I'll let you be excused there. But yeah, no, I love animals. I love creating things. And that's why Zoo Tycoon 2 really appealed to me, is I really like to make things. And Zoo Tycoon 2 was all about making things. So I freaking made a zoo in like 5 hours after getting this game, and I'm so happy with it. Leatherback turtles. Okay, so this is another issue, complaint of mine. Leatherback turtles are real. They're real turtles, but they're incredibly rare. Like they're pretty close to extinction. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me if they're... Well, I'm not gonna say that. I don't know. But they're like 8 feet long. They're freaking huge, and in this game, it just doesn't give you that credit. You know, like they don't feel 8 feet long. The whale shark is the huge issue with that. Hello, orcas. Gotta have some orcas. And then there's, of course, behind that exhibit, there's gonna be some great white sharks, because gotta have those, right? But anyways, as I was saying, the whale shark in real life is like 50 feet long. In this game, orcas, which you just saw, which in real life are like 30 feet long, are bigger than whale sharks. And it's so annoying. And you guys he literally just took out the trash. And they and they're just like, ugh. it hasn't loaded in it to our perception, and so therefore you're a scrub. This was one of the things that I wanted to do for a zoo as well, as in Marine Mania, which I feel this is worth mentioning. There's so much more to Zoo Tycoon 2 than just what I'm doing here. For whatever reason, I just decided to make a zoo that only focused on marine animals, which was weird as frick. There's so much more you can be doing, but I really wanted to make an aquarium because that's one of the things. And you basically use these bridges, which came in like the endangered species expansion pack, and you use that as like a roof. And it's a little bit tedious because you have to delete all the pillars, because normally there's like pillars. It's not. These are supposed to be bridges, and I also did really like kind of the idea of like having the staff area be on top of the building and have all the water filters and all the staff centers and stuff. And then like this, for example, you can kind of come behind here. And this is what I mean, by the way, when I say you can't have like a tank that's fully closed off. You have to have like some fence there, and then you can like edit the terrain really well. And that's why this is probably my favorite exhibit of them all. But yeah, I see you dancing there, Bob Ross. Don't you don't you turn around. I've been having a blast with this game. Just an absolute blast. It's like this freaking 2004 game. It was my childhood, and for nostalgia alone, I love it. But I just enjoy making things, and then I love animals as well. I don't feel like that's expressed enough on this channel, even though my name is Animal Man. That there's a reason why I'm named Animal Man. Like, I freaking love animals. And so, yeah, I love animals. And creating things with animals involved, frick yes. That's my type of game, and I wasn't able to play it for a while because it was in disc form, but now it's not in disc form. I freaking downloaded it, and yeah, I'm happy. I'm really freaking happy, dude. Got some West Indian manatees in there. These people are running towards the show, which I guess I'm about to watch. I'm just trying to refamiliarize myself with so many things, and as I'm trying to become more and more familiar with everything, I just become more and more like nostalgic and just in love, and I freaking love this game. Anyways, I'm yet to make a 5-star zoo. This zoo made it to be a 4-star zoo. And I'd love to make a 5-star zoo that's an aquarium, but I don't know that that's entirely possible. But whatever. I hope to make some different zoos. Yep, okay, the show has started. And basically, we're just in time for like the ultimate show. I have like 6 shows. But this show is like the combination of like the walrus, the sea otter, the dolphin, and the orca. But the orca couldn't come to this show, unfortunately. I actually quite like that picture, I'm not even gonna lie. Just the sea otter doing his thing. There's the walrus doing his thing. And yeah, basically there's like 4 different creatures doing their own thing, whereas like all the other shows are like separate animals, maybe at most 2 animals doing their own thing. I did encounter a number of bugs with this kind of setup. Sometimes the orca would not fit into the door, and it was so weird because they'd just the door would just close, and the orca would just be chilling out here, and it wouldn't make any sense. It'd just be really weird. I got no words for that. That's bull shrimp, but you know, what can you do, man? Good job, sea otter. I don't really think I have much else to say. I mean, I'm having a blast. This game is clearly old, and that's why I feel like nobody else would enjoy this game except for me. But that's okay, because there's no multiplayer. It's all me. I get to enjoy this game by myself, and by golly, I'm gonna do that because this game is so much fun. Zoo Tycoon 2 was so huge on YouTube way back in the day, though, too. I mean, it's kind of big now. Oh, yeah. this is definitely worth mentioning. This is vanilla Zoo Tycoon 2. I mean, obviously it has the extension packs, but there's no like. I think I guess nowadays they're called mods, but back in the day we called them downloads. I think they're the same thing, except now we have a new name for it. This was just so funny to me because I don't think this is supposed to happen, but I just thought that was freaking adorable. But anyway, yeah. So what was I just saying? What was I just freaking saying? The video is about to end, so I better figure out what I was just saying. I hope it wasn't important. Yeah, that happened. the freaking walrus, man. But anyways, I think that's about all that I really have to say. I mean, whatever I just said, I'm sure it wasn't that important, right? Yeah. The video's going black now. I'll show up with some more freaking content on Zoo Tycoon 2 in the future, I think. I enjoy it. I'm having a blast with the game. And I want to live stream it, but I haven't been able to do that, so that kind of sucks. I completely forgot what I was talking about. It'll probably be in the comment section or something. I don't even know. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all later. Take care, and goodbye.